Oh, why the long face, Maya? Come on, we got your trial extended just a little bit. That was a close one. I know you were giving it all your all to defend me, but I could feel the death penalty hanging in the air. I felt like I was pretty close to dying myself. But you were wonderful out there. You listened carefully, made theories, and tricked everyone into believing you. Thanks. Wait, tricked? That must be the lawyer's secret technique, right? By the way, is the next witness who I think it is? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a lot of heart. Oh, another jam, like always. Remember, Nick, you promised you'd save me. If you lose, my ghost will come after you with my sis and will haunt you. Your sister? Are you talking about Mystic Mia? Yeah, do you remember her, Burley? My sister was a super good lawyer. She was also Nick's teacher. Oh, I didn't know that. There's a nice abrupt cut to this. I mean, it feels like there should have been a little bit more from that, right? Maybe there was originally and they just, kind of forgot about it. Court will now reconvene. Now the first order of... I don't want to hear it, old man. After I call my witness, sit there quietly and watch like a good little boy. Yes, sir. Bring in the photographer who witnessed the channeling. Witness, your name and occupation, if you please. Hey, Phoenix, how you doing? Just fine. Sorry about this. Didn't exactly have a choice, Name and occupation. I declare what in tarnation? Hey, Judge, this here is violence against my fair self. That's fine. That's fine. That ain't fine. That's a whip. Yeah, why do we have whips in court? There is no need for foolish outcries from foolishly foolish fools. Just hurry up and testify about what happened on the day of the murder. I haven't even gotten to say my name and job yet. You think that's intimidating, Von Karma? You just look like a nerd. Those poofy shoulders of yours. The name's Lotta Hart, paranormal photographer, and I'm here to testify. Now, let's all be one big happy family, okay? I'm pretty sure that's impossible. We're dysfunctional. There's no happiness with that. Only the doc and the defendant went into the channeling chamber. We were waiting outside the door when then bang, we heard this gunshot. Mr. Lloyd there broke the door down. We rushed into the room. Inside was the dead victim and the defendant waving a pistol around. I swear other than those two, there was no one else in the room. And did you take a picture of the scene right after the murder took place? Reckon course. Excuse me? Reckon course. Reckon course? It's short for you, reckon? Course I did. Does it look like I care? Just hurry up and show your picture to the court. The moment of truth. What will be in that picture? Let's see here. This here's the picture. It would certainly seem that the only defendant and the victim were in that room. Are you ready, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I will clear all doubt about Maya through this cross-examination. Just watch me. Alrighty. Now, like Gumshoe, we're just going to be pressing through every one of her statements. Was it really only those two that went in? What are you blabbering about? You were there too, were you not? Why don't you answer that yourself? Was it really just the two of them? Yes, Dr. Gray and Maya were the only two who went in the room. Hold on, we can't have the defense testifying against its own client. Anyway, folks, only the two of them went into the channeling chamber here. But you knew that from the very beginning, didn't you? Witness, continue. Was it really a gunshot? What else could it be, Phoenix? Are you insane? You must have heard it as well. Why don't you testify for the court, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Was it really a gunshot? Yes, I think it was something that sounded like a gunshot. And why are we here listening to the defense testify? And the world becomes just a little crueler. I heard a gunshot a long time ago, so I know. And I tell you, that was a gunshot I heard. Now this is where the story heats up. It was a valiant act I made. I had to break down that door. So let me get this straight. This Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down. Honestly, Mr. Phoenix Wright, why don't you tell us what happened then? Yes, Miss Von Karma, I broke the door down. Sorry. Why does this feel like an inquisition? No need for apologizing, that was great. You're a real man. Oh, really? That's something I would have liked to see. The judge is smiling rather openly. I'll take that as a good sign. And what did you see once you broke in? Are you sure it was the defendant, Maya Fey? Sure, I'm sure. Lotta seems awful confident in her testimony. Oh yeah, we gotta press harder. Lotta, please, think back to that day one more time. What you getting at? Remember what you said when we broke into the room. When you saw the murder at that time, you couldn't even tell if it was Maya Fey or not. Am I correct? Well, you see... Order! Miss Hart, you're here to present accurate testimony? Sorry. Good. This shifts things back to my side. For a defense lawyer, your defense is terribly lacking, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Witness, think back to when those two entered the channeling chamber. When they entered. One of those people that entered the chamber was Maya Fey, correct? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was Maya that went in. It looks like we've come to a collective conclusion. The person in this picture is most certainly Maya Fey. Exactly. Rats, and I'm trapped like one. Again. Are you absolutely certain of that? Sure I am, but that old witch chased us out of the room, so... Old witch? Does she mean Morgan Fey? But there was no one else in there, and you know it. The channeling chamber was very dark, almost pitch black. Was there really no one else in there? What about behind the folding screen, behind the door, under the flooring? Let's see. Behind the folding screen, it seems to be a logical thing, because the door doesn't open the way we think it opens. Wait. Oh, yeah, it does. I mean, it could, but I don't know. What about behind the folding screen? Did you check back there? Red Given? Huh? What in the... Red Given. You know, you reckon that's a given. I took me a good look around the room once. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen. If I may have a word with you, Miss Hart. What? You got a problem? Red Given? I'm having a little difficulty in understanding you. If you would stop saying such things as Red Given. Now then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, do you see a problem with the testimony or don't you? Just as I thought, there's nothing wrong with her testimony. I was with her, so I know she's telling the truth. Enough! It seems that there are no issues with Mr. Hart's testimony. At the time of the crime, only 2 people were in the channeling chamber. The victim, Dr. Turner Gray, and the defendant, Maya Fey.
Interesting. Can you prove that? Oh, you just did. I'm sorry. I'm a little out there. The face of the defendant cannot be verified in this picture. However, if we think about the circumstances, it would have to be the defendant.
What am I going to do if I just let this go?
What is it, Mr. Wright? You look as if you have something to say.
If I make one wrong move, I'm going to have the judge against me. Is there anything I can present that would prove it's not Maya in that photo? For the first time, besides Rise from the Ashes, we can't present anything yet.
Well, Mr. Wright.
Nothing, Your Honor. That's very smart of you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You really should give up trying to prove this is not Maya Fey. I didn't say anything about giving up. I just don't have the right piece of evidence to prove my argument.
That's enough.
Is this it? Is this all I can do?
I think it is quite obvious to this court that a verdict of not guilty is not possible.
I told you. Totally 100% impossible.
Miss Von Karma, do you have any further questions for this witness?
Having established the defendant's guilt, further questioning won't be needed.
What about the defense? No further questions, I presume.
I couldn't protect Maya. The defense... Oh, hey Mia, how are you doing? Are you back so you can steal the thunder again? Phoenix. Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Mia. Oh, hello, Pearly. Oh, you're not Pearly. Damn, girl. When did you grow? I guess I made it just in time, when you say. But pearls. Her clothes are a bit small. Anyway, what are you waiting for, Phoenix? Let's go. But how? She's already taken every advantage away. The advantage is still in your hand. Think carefully, one more time about what you saw in the channeling chamber. Do you remember what you told me yesterday? You see, there's one final piece of the puzzle. Mia? Question a lot of one more time, Phoenix. I don't know if she's doing it subconsciously or on purpose, but she's not testifying truthfully.
Now then, this court would like to end the cross-examination period. God damn it, Phoenix. I just said we are taking this out. We're not doing this anymore. This is done. We're done. We're leaving. It's time for lunch.
Please wait, Your Honor. The defense would like to request that the witness testify one more time.
Overruled.
Oh, not even a... I didn't even think about that. Senpai, please.
I'm afraid you're too late, Mr. Wright. The cross-examination has already ended. Furthermore, any unrelated...
It's fine. I'll allow another testimony. Oh, Von Karma, you are such a doll. Thank you. Von Karma's case is perfect. Absolutely flawless. And what better time than this for you to see that?
But I mean, I have someplace I must go after this.
You have nowhere to go, Judge. You're an old man. You have got nothing to do.
I'll allow it. Miss Hart, hurry and give us another testimony.
Well, heck, what am I supposed to talk about? Please tell us once more about what happened when you burst into the channeling chamber. Okay, you got it. See, you got through to the judge somehow, right? Phoenix didn't do anything. That was all Von Karma, so, you know. When we broke into that room, all I could focus was on was Maya. I was kind of scared of the dead body, so I didn't take a good look at it. I'm really bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff, but I still managed to point my camera at Maya and take a shot. Nothing sounds different from before. Some parts of her testimony were very vague. I should press her on those sections. Struggle all you like as you taste the bitterness of your defeat. Well, amuse me with your useless questions, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'm waiting. Oh, you are so smug and I love it. Second best girl in this franchise. Alright, so what do we got here? Broke in, kind of scared, don't like ghosts, but you still managed to point your camera. Did you now? I don't think you did. 2, right? 2 what? 2 shots. You took 2 shots.
But only one has been submitted as evidence.
Miss Hart, where's the other picture you have been withholding? Please don't tell me you sold it to the tabloid. No, you got it all wrong. It's not me. I didn't mean anything bad. I know I can be a little mean, but I ain't evil. Well, at least she knows herself.
Then why have you not shown this other picture to the court yet?
Well, ain't it obvious? That prosecutor woman told me to show my trap about it. What? Von Karma. Like father, like daughter.
Miss Von Karma, you're hiding critical evidence.
Unforgivable, Von Karma. Suppressing evidence like this. You're as bad as your father. Confront Franziska. Do it. I mean, we've got to do it, right? We got to do it. We got to confront her. Gotta be mean. Gotta, make my alpha male in this herd. I mean, look at him. He's such an alpha male with that spiky hair. Your Honor, the defense asks that Prosecutor Von Karma be held in contempt of court.
Well, yes.
Me? In contempt of court? You can't be serious. But you hid evidence from the court on purpose. That's not fair. Phoenix, please, you sound like a child. Come on. Oh, gosh. There you go, me. She knows what's up. I was so angry I lost my composure. Oh, Miss Von Karma.
Would you care to explain yourself to this court?
I thought this picture was not important and thus felt no need to submit it. That's all. How could you think? The pictures were more or less the same, so why bother with the second? I mean, it's just so much more trouble than it's worth for me to submit this as evidence. More trouble than it's worth? How can you say that? If you want to see it that badly, I'll submit it. Now, we got it. That's fine. That's all we needed.
What is this picture?
It's obviously the second picture the witness took that day of the scene of the crime. Well, it's a little off-center, but that's what you get with a nervous amateur. Damn, girl. Going after Londa Savage, and that is savage. That's her livelihood.
Well, I think the important point here is the person in this picture. This is most definitely not my Faye. What is the meaning of this?
This might be the break I was looking for. Now, should I or should I not insist that the person in this picture is not Maya Fey? No. Insist it's not Maya. Your Honor, as you can plainly see, the person in the picture is not Maya Fey.
Yes, I see that. It's not just her face, her whole body is taken on a different appearance.
There is only one conclusion that can be drawn then, that somehow this other person snuck in and traded places with the defendant.
Order! Well, yes, I believe you are correct, Mr. Wright. The person who was inside the channeling chamber was not Maya Fey.
Mia, we did it! I'm the best around. You're too soft. Huh? You're softer than Aunt Morgan's strawberry desserts, Phoenix. Take a look at Prosecutor Von Karma's face. No, stop being smug. She's smiling? I think you had better continue to worry, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Miss Von Karma, what do you mean by that?
Your Honor, I would like for you to take a look at this picture. So what? That's obviously Maya. This was taken yesterday at the detention center's visitors room. This is Mr. Phoenix Wright and the defendant, Maya Fey, during his visit.
Maya Fey? But isn't this a totally different person?
She looks this way because she is obviously in the middle of channeling a spirit. Okay, well, at least I'm not the one who, brought this to court. At least it was someone else, so bully for you, Franziska. It's Franziska or Francesca? I like Francesca better, I don't know why. It sounds better in my head.
It's unbelievable that she can...
However, it is true. When Maya Fey is in that state, she physically changes into the person she's calling. You done your research good there, girlie. I wonder if she knows what she's doing. Mia, taking pictures of someone during a private visit is illegal. That picture can't be submitted as evidence. Obviously, this picture is illegal, but I never intended to submit it as evidence in the first place. What is she? From the moment I showed this picture to the court, this case became all mine. After all, this image has now been forever burned into the judge's mind. I mean, look at that face. That is the face of someone who's just had a picture burned into his head. I don't have even a single witty line. It looks like we've been had.
I don't claim to understand this, but I still cannot believe it. Are you saying that this person is the defendant, Maya Fey?
If I give up here, the trial will end. But if I slip up and say something wrong, it will cost me. Is there any way I can prove that the person in this picture is not Maya? I can prove it. Because I have to prove it. I have to continue this trial. One way or another.
Oh, the fire's returned to your eyes, I see.
This picture. Within this picture lies a critical contradiction to all the testimony up until now.
A contradiction?
So, you think you've spotted a problem with this picture? Then earn your keep. Why don't you point out exactly what is so strange in this picture for the court? We've had a lot of, this stuff going on with this game so far, and we're only on the second case. We're really utilizing the Nintendo DS's features here, aren't we? Gosh damn. I mean, I think it's over here. I think it is the sleeve because there's no bullet hole here. I don't know exactly where to present it though. Is that good enough? Please be good enough. Nope. No, maybe it is. To the sleeve?
But there isn't anything odd about it.
That's how it, oh god, I remember now, that's how they start tricking you. They leave the health bar up there after you present the evidence, and you're like, I don't know if I did it correctly or not, and it's for the people who like to save scum a lot. It's great. And that is exactly what is so odd. Something that should be there is suddenly missing. Should be there. Aha, you figured it out. You're a smart girl. There was a bullet hole in the sleeve of the defendant's costume. If that's the case, then it should be in this picture as well.
Miss Von Karma, you intended to hide this valuable piece of evidence. You will most certainly be assigned a penalty for this.
Alright, this should do some major damage to her argument. Don't celebrate yet. You like to bring down the mood, don't you? Ever since you died, you've been bringing down the mood. What happened to you? What goes on wherever you go when you're not here? What happens in the other world? Take a look at Miss Von Karma's face. Stop being smug. She's got that condescending grin plastered all over her face again. Jumping the gun again, I see. Your Honor, I would like to extend an apology on behalf of those incompetent fools.
What do you mean? And what incompetent fools?
If those fools down at the precinct hadn't missed the bullet hole, I would have gotten a report about it. As I didn't, I could not have known that this picture was of any value to this case.
I see.
She's lying through her teeth, I know it. That woman knew about everything. The bullet hole, the picture, everything. But you can't prove that. Franziska Von Karma's idea of a perfect case is quite fascinating, don't you think? Your Honor, you need not worry. If you must assign a penalty, I'll personally make sure that detective gets what's coming. I'm sure there will be a great gnashing of teeth at the next salary discussion. Poor Gumshoe. Hey man, Edgeworth is the only one who can do that. He's the only man important enough to dock Mr. Gumshoe's wage.
In any case, this is a very big problem. When the defendant was taken into custody, her costume had a bullet hole in its sleeve. However, from this photo, it appeared that right after the shooting, there was none.
The judge is confused by this strange twist of events. This is your chance, Phoenix. Load all you've got into this one shot, alright? Got it. Watch this, Maya. She can't. Oh wait, she can, I'm sorry. I forgot that's Pearls and not Maya. Your Honor, there is only one logical explanation for the contradiction. This picture is a fake. The shooter is someone else. The defendant's sleeve had a bullet hole in it. However, this person clearly does not. There can be only one explanation. The person who shot Dr. Gray was not the defendant, but a different person altogether. What?
Order! If order is not restored, I will suspend this trial.
Please do. I need more time. Stop whipping us. The defense's argument is a complete mess. A complete mess? I fail to see how. Please enlighten us. Hey, witness. What the heck? Well, is that any way to ask a gal a favor? Be quiet, you. You were the one who said it was only the two of them when you entered the room. Well, you know, if you were lying, I swear that my whip will be the last thing you see. Look, sis. You're looking mighty scary, so why don't we say it? I swear I wasn't lying or nothing. There wasn't anyone else in there, honest. You see? Now riddle me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Where did the defendant vanish to? And where did this other woman appear from? Why is it lately all I want to do is cry? Oh, Phoenix, you're such a broken man. They should cast you as the Joker in the new Suicide Squad movie.
Well, if the person in the picture is not the defendant, then this poses two very big questions. First, where did the defendant vanish to? And second, where did this person come from?
That's right.
Now hurry up and answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Come on, you can't fall apart here, Phoenix Wright. I can't believe that even me is calling me by my full name. But, I mean, how am I supposed to prove something like this? Had enough yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Or do you think you have enough in you to turn things around even now? To turn things around? That's right. Me would always turn things around and change a perspective. Phoenix? So, where did this intruder appear from, and where did Maya disappear to? I need to look at this situation from a different angle. Let's see. What if before we broke in, the third person was already in the room? And what if Maya had left that room somehow? If I could prove that either one of those contradictions were true.
Mr. Wright, let's hear what you've come up with.
I think what happened before we forced our way into the channeling chamber is a third person had entered it. Maya had left the room, or something I can't explain yet. Well, I think Maya had left the room. Maya had left the channeling chamber at some point, and the defense can prove this. Oh, how a foolish fool makes a foolish face while dreaming foolishly foolish dreams. Maya Fey was being looked after by her aunt, Morgan Fey. The chances of her leaving the crime scene is lower than that detective's salary.
Anyway, let's see some evidence. Prove that from the murder until the time of arrest, the defendant had left the room.
Remember the key that we got? It's the literal key. Miss Hart, do you remember this key? Well, I've seen it. Hey, that's a channeling chamber key, right? Before the channeling started, Maya locked the door from the inside with that. The defendant herself locked the door? Yeah, that's why we were all good. Well, that's why we all couldn't get the door open. That key's the only one of its kind after all.
Oh, one of a kind, you say?
Wait, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Yes. Oh, thanks, voice. Thanks for cracking. Again. Yes, it looks like she's catching on. I'm afraid to ask, but why is that key currently in your possession?
What do you mean?
If Maya Fey locked herself in, then the key should have been with her.
Yes, agreed.
However, she did not have the key at the time of her arrest. Well, ain't that a kick? So how come you're holding it? I got this as a present from a certain little girl. And that little girl was nowhere near the crime scene at the time. That's preposterous. This means that Maya Fey must have left the room. If she had not, then I would not be holding this key you see before you.
It seems we've come to an impasse. This picture has clearly captured the face of the murderer. However, is this person the defendant or not? The defense is arguing that this person is not the defendant. Furthermore, as proof, this key has been submitted as evidence. Miss Von Karma.
How can this be?
At this point in time, a verdict on the defendant is not possible.
My perfect case. How is there a flaw in my perfect case? Oh, she's having a mental breakdown. I just want to give her a hug. Don't think you've won yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'm a prodigy. I have never lost a case, and I don't intend to lose here in this courtroom to a fool like you. I don't care what I have to do. I will get my guilty verdict. All right, just don't get shot like your dad.
That's enough. If you would like to continue, do so in the lobby. Court will reconvene tomorrow at 10 a.m. That is all. Court is adjourned.
Wow, that was you, Pearlie? You summoned my sis? Yes, I felt I had no choice. Great going, Pearly. I knew you were special. Hey, Nick, did you know? Yeah. It's not like anyone else in there could have done that. Nick. I know you were trying really hard and all, but I really don't remember ever leaving that room. And I don't think that a third person could have gone into that room. Yeah. Well, at least we have until tomorrow to figure things out. Like what happened in that room, for instance. Yeah, I'm counting on you. Oh, I envy the two of you. Oh, by the way, Nick, do you think you could take Pearly back home for me? Sure. Alright, Pearls, you ready to go buy some tickets? Huh? Ticket? Poor thing. So sheltered.